Welcome back, everyone. Rowan Tundrawolf here, and welcome to my tack room. As you can probably see, we feed Who's for Hope here, and I'll explain more about that in a future video. But on with today's video. This is part 5 of Meet the Horses, and it's time for you to meet the baby of the barn, Chase, while we practice for an upcoming event. Everyone has a dream horse. Don't lie to me. I know you do too. Chase was my chance at one. I bought him sight unseen as an 8-month-old buckskin Irish cob, not really knowing what I was getting myself into. But sometimes, to live the dream, you have to take the risk. He was a fantasy horse, something out of a storybook, and I knew I had to take the chance. A few weeks later, he arrived. I'd never had a weanling before, never started a horse under saddle, never moulded one into an athlete, but I loved a challenge. Chase was sweet from the start. He had some basic handling, but was, for the most part, a clean slate. I knew I wouldn't be backing him until he was at least 4, and that we'd take things slowly. Still, I didn't just let him sit in the pasture rent-free, even though he did that most of the time. We worked every day. For the first couple of years, it was all about basics. Ground manners, picking up his feet, grooming, trailer loading. The essentials of being a polite equine citizen. As his 3rd birthday neared, we introduced lunging and tack. He began to understand his future. Lunging turned into liberty, and liberty turned into a bond I'd never experienced with a horse before. When you grow with a horse, something different happens. Chase and I were growing together. Then he turned 4. The big day loomed. Was I scared? Absolutely. Who wouldn't be nervous of backing a 16-hand Irish cob? But Chase was a saint. Sweet, responsive, and most importantly, we understood each other. If you're working with a young horse, build that bond first. Communication on the ground is everything. After backing, we focused on flat work. Who knew this chunky boy could flick his toes with such flair? He loved it, loved showing off, and I started wondering, what could our future look like? There was one last question to answer. Could he jump? Yes he could. Chase loves to jump. He has scope, style and heart. And that's when I began to wonder, could an Irish cob event? That became our mission. We took lessons, hired cross-country courses, practiced in all 3 disciplines. We were thriving, flying around courses, strutting our stuff in the arena, all building up to our eventing debut. I registered him with Jorvik Eventing, officially naming him WN Chasing Starlight. And now, here we are, 1 week away from our first event. Nothing too crazy, just a JE90 to see how he goes.